Axie vastness especially is a low-positioned coin with the ticker Axie that has a current worth of $6.60 and a market capitalization of $871,980,164, which really is very huge. Digital currencies basically have long past a purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors. These days, it's a resource class that is considerably controlled and, surprisingly, embraced as lawful delicate amazingly. Some huge venture banks even by and large gain Axie limitlessness and especially other digital forms of money as a group to safeguard their resources under administrative manner. Presently, now is the ideal time to fundamentally uncover our short, mid, and in every practical sense, long-haul forecast of the advancements on the Axie market that especially depend on the readings of our extraordinary crypto unpredictability record that generally assists us with checking the market opinion and basically expect where in which the market means to go. Or so they truly thought. At this point, the cost of Axie limitlessness sort of is $6.60, while the coin presently fundamentally winds up at 56th spot in the general positioning, or so they especially thought. The said positioning for the most part is assessed based on the resource's current value that explicitly is increased by its really current market capitalization, a recipe that is applied all through every monetary market, which in every practical sense is very critical. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions so our clients really get the most applicable information in regards to the exhibition of computerized assets in their portfolios, which explicitly is very huge. It's likewise essential to by and large consider the verifiable information that permits shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing in an unpretentious manner. On December 2, the cost of Axie limitlessness especially was at $6.50 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change really added up to 0.49% in a quite large manner. 7 days prior, on November 26, Axie generally was esteemed at $6.33, which in a real sense truly intends that from that point forward, the cost basically has explicitly vacillated by 0% in a really significant manner. A month prior, on November 3, the market member laid out the cost of Axie endlessness at $5.44, thusly, the coin explicitly has taken a 21.28% action to arrive at its sort of present standings, really in spite of mainstream thinking in fact. Nonetheless, as currently made sense of, the cost of Axie limitlessness isn't the main variable that we fundamentally consider while making the cost forecast in a genuinely significant manner. It means quite a bit to keep a fundamentally sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey to in every practical sense, have an in every way that really matters, clear perspective on where the market is going. The examination of market capitalization truly conveys genuinely equivalent significance in both cryptographic money and conventional business sectors, which sort of is genuinely huge. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology fundamentally is utilized to in every practical sense decide the general position and fame of computerized resources and stocks, for example in an unobtrusive way. Changes in market capitalization truly sure for the most part negative, truly are likewise characteristic of the manner by which the said market could in a real sense head, as well as the resources certainly potential for making gains or posting misfortunes, in both genuinely short and certainly long-haul points of view, in a sort of significant manner. This by and large specific measurement certainly is likewise used to check the strength of Axie vastness, according to the remainder of the cryptographic money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future presentation, which really is very critical. To really decide the very current market capitalization of Axie, we in every practical sense duplicate the coursing supply, the boundary that will especially be somewhat made sense of later by the current worth of the digital money under audit, which truly is very huge. Starting today, the market capitalization of Axie boundlessness generally remains at $871,980,164, which shapes the reason for essentially present fundamentally positioning generally was referenced before, or so the especially thought. Yesterday, on December 2, Axie certainly had a market capitalization of $857,657,990 in an unobtrusive manner. Keep going week, on November 26, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to was recorded at $835,630,088, which in every practical sense is genuinely huge. A month prior, on November 3, the market worth of Axie boundlessness was surveyed to by and large be $772,032,898, which in a real sense is genuinely huge. Complete stock considers the quantity of coins that have proactively been created by different means, for example, through mining in an unpretentious way. These digital currencies can commonly be utilized either for kind of dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with overseers, or so they generally thought. This in every practical sense. Metric likewise considers the coins that have been gradually eliminated through the cycle called consuming, which in a real sense is applied to control the expansion rate in an unobtrusive manner. At this point, the exceptionally absolute stockpile of Axie endlessness by and large is laid out at 270,000,000 axes, which generally is genuinely huge. Finally, the coursing supply especially is utilized to in a real sense compute the market capitalization and sort of evaluate the coins ongoing remaining in the positions. It signifies the sort of by and large measure of axes that truly is by and by exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that for the most part are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly generally put unavailable for general use out of the blue in an unobtrusive manner. It's by and large really accepted that digital currencies that for the most part have a circling supply between 60 million and 150 million essentially are the most appropriate for certainly long-haul speculation, since they fundamentally are generally especially liable to see the value in esteem over a drawn-out timeframe, conceivably many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate. Or so they sort of thought. At this point, Axie limitlessness in every practical sense has a coursing supply of 132,040,367 coins, or so they especially thought. Likewise, exceptionally high exchanging volume ordinarily features that the liquidity essentially is streaming into that market, which demonstrates the sort of broad premium in the digital currencies and guarantees smooth execution of exchanges an extremely huge way. Notwithstanding, it must generally be noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that in every practical sense much reasonable for making fundamentally long-haul cost expectations. However, it as a rule gives important understanding into the by and large current market circumstance. In this way truly is critical for short and mid-term cost estimates, for the most part done by our extremely exclusive calculation. A genuinely brilliant cryptographic money financial backer mustn't dismiss this especially metric while picking passage or leave point. The guideline here is to generally get into the activity when the volume begins to rise, when the cost in a real sense is pushing out of the union region, and forsake the boat once the volume starts to drop after an extensive convention in an exceptionally huge manner. It's far better assuming those cost moves truly occur in the areas that fundamentally match with generally kind of high volume, which explicitly are typically shown through tall bars on the in every practical sense relating marker that truly is implanted in all crypto exchanging terminals a major way. Taking care of that, we should audit the exchanging volume recorded on the Axie endlessness market throughout the accompanying time periods, or so they thought. Over the genuinely beyond 24 hours, the exchanging volume related with axes arrived at the place of $52,943,082 in an unobtrusive manner. Yesterday,